Hello everybody and welcome back to Belle's Fallout 4 Survival Guide. Today in the Vault-Tec Workshop DLC we are going to be doing the quest A Model Citizen. So in the last episode we explored Vault 88 and it showed you how large the settlement was. Obviously we cleared out these 3 additional sectors and obviously you can't like use them, but so I'm just looking at this. Thought it might follow my structure, but I don't think it has. It'd be cool if it did though. But yeah, so we explored the vault and you saw how massive this settlement was. But I'm just pausing it. But obviously you can't use them a lot. I mean, as you saw, you know, we got the water pump one. The other ones are kind of like weird. I think they're mainly just an additional quest, a part of this DLC to kind of pack it out, as well as like a kind of place to get resources. I wouldn't, if you're making like scattered vaults, like small vaults, but they're scattered, then yes, that's cool. But if you aren't, then you know they're not useful. Anyway, so we're doing a model citizen. So together, the Vault Overseer and I need to interview our new Vault residents and find someone that would make a good experimental test subject. So yeah.
Look at all this. Nice.
So we have 3 candidates.
Valerie, just a moment and we can begin. Please, step forward. Ah, yes. Welcome. Welcome.
So, this here's a vault, right?
Quite correct. And you could be one of our lucky new residents.
You do got food in this vault, right?
Of course. And a chance at a new life. A question or two first, however. What do you think is the role of a good government?
Government? What the hell are you talking about?
So, know what government is, sarcastic waste of time, we're the
It's
good guys.
all right. We're the good guys. Just answer the questions.
You seem... Alright. Okay. From what I heard, them governments are why everything's radioactive.
You won't do for our special assignment. But welcome to our vault. Your new home. If she is representative of what's left above. The outside world must be rougher than I imagined. Are you ready for the next interview?
She's really, really skinny. I did not even notice it till now. But, like, look at her body to her head. She's super skinny. But I suppose it makes sense.
Why didn't she work as a test subject?
Skeptics and cynics rarely produce good data. No, we need someone willing to cooperate.
Let's continue.
All right. Hello. Welcome to Vault 88.
This is a real nice place you have here. Real nice. And I can go wherever I like, right?
Within reason, yes. But I have a question for you.
Sure. What do you want to know?
A hypothetical. Let's say the reactor core is melting down, and you're the only one who could stop it.
Is there something wrong with your reactor?
No, it's fine. Just pretend, so you can stop the meltdown. But you'd suffer from extreme radiation exposure. What would you do?
Well, whatever you'd like. If you don't mind, I'm anxious to look around.
If you're thinking about ripping us off, don't.
Listen, it's hell up there. If you really give me food and a place to stay, I'll be good. Just don't go expecting me to jump in a reactor for you.
I think we could use him in our vault.
As long as you guys
You do
are on
want
the
him,
level,
trust me.
I'll give this thing a try.
There's a reason he's expendable.
I appreciate your candor. You can stay, but you're not what we're looking for. Go ahead and get acquainted with your new home. What a colorful gentleman. Clearly he won't work for our experiments. Here's hoping third time's a charm.
Let's do the next interview then.
As you say. Hello. Welcome to your new home.
Wow. A real overseer. I am so happy to be here. Hi. My name is Clem.
Yes. Clem, is it? Before you settle in, I have some questions.
Oh, okay. Sure. I'll answer anything you like.
Well, that's good. Here's a scenario. You've been assigned guard duty. You know, stand watch and make sure outsiders don't breach the perimeter. But from inside the vault, you hear a woman screaming. What would you do?
You want me to guard something? Sure. I can do that. I can do that right now, if you want. But I don't hear any screaming, Lady Overseer.
Would you help the lady or not?
Yeah, sorry. Well, if you tell me to guard, I guard. And I won't leave my post unless you tell me to. Is that okay?
Another question for you. What can you tell me about your mother?
Ah, she passed. But she was nice. You would have liked her. She killed a mole rat once.
Really? That's remarkable. Describe the traits you most admire about her.
Well, she was strong because of the mole rat, and she fed me. God, I'm sorry. This place is so much better than the ditch I was living in.
Surely there are other traits you liked about her.
Well, no matter how bad things got, she put us kids first. She
Aw.
fought until the end, too.
We're looking for a volunteer, Clem. Someone to test some new devices that will help everyone. Are you interested?
You mean I can stay? I mean, yes. I'll help out. I like helping. That's me, Clem.
I feel so
Always
sorry
willing
for
to
him.
help out.
Yes. I think you'll do nicely. And no time like the present to commence. Now that we have Clem, we are ready to begin. The first step is to get him properly equipped and dressed. There should be supplies in the welcome area near the entrance.
So you want to go over here. So now we've done the model citizen. We've now started power to the people. So we need to outfit Clem. So what you can do is if you go to these boxes here, you can notice there's Pip-Boys and things. So you take a Pip-Boy out of that crate, grab a Vault 88 jumpsuit. Now there's a specific way that you put this on. It's a bit glitchy. Some residents don't, some
Clem,
do.
Let's get you outfitted like a real vault dweller.
So like you need to equip, I find, the jumpsuit first. And then you don't equip this, it just goes in their inventory and disappears.
Some people complain.
Which is why you put
Not
on the
me.
vault suit
Just
first.
happy to be here.
I'd like to trade some items.
I'm just so excited to be here. I'll do good.
Hey,
You'll see.
Our first vault residence. What a moment. But, on to business. Exercise is an inherently selfish activity. Instead of
I can see
using
that.
every hour, every minute, to further the goals of the community, a resident instead improves their body past the minimum requirements. Vault-Tec has devised a solution. The Power Cycle 1000. While you pedal, you provide raw power to the vault. A perfect answer to an inherently counterproductive practice.
theoretically, that sounds alright.
We just need to turn the hypothetical into actuality. The prototype is far from perfect. There were incidences during its R&D. Maybe even the stray cerebral hemorrhage. Let me download the schematic to your Pip-Boy. Build it and attach a terminal to choose the parameters of the experiment. Work Clem hard. Give me power.
I'm just so hungry all the time.
Okay, so I was going to make this hydroponics, but I kind of feel like it would look better as research. So I'm going to show you how to label. So if you go to wall decorations, oh no, it's not there, sorry, it's in the vault bit, and then it's signs. So you can see you put like residential there. I've got to try and label it right. So I'm going to go where it says, where is it? Research. Hold on, I want it to be. There we go. Research. I like to use them on the doors, but I actually like to use these signs like on the walls, so you can kind of like write I'll show you. So like overseer, and then like I like to do an arrow to which way, and I kind of go do that. They do snap on, so you need to be careful, but do that throughout the whole thing really. And then so obviously we have research. Okay, so now you want to go special, and you're going to see these really cool power cycle things. I really like them, to be fair. So I'm going to place one there. So these are just the prototypes. So don't like put down 100 of them. They have to be connected to power. And we're just going to go to miscellaneous for power and get a terminal. I use this one. It looks more official, and this is what you get with this pack. Let me see. Put it here. Oh no, I don't like it there. Can I put? Let me see if I can get a proper connector. I don't need a ton of them, but I just want one placed better. That looks better there. Yeah, and I just kind of like it because if you go onto it, it'll see Vault-Tec population management system. So if you pop onto it, you may have seen me use it past in the full survivor guide, but you can find jobs for the unemployed. You can have the vocational overview, which kind of shows you what you got. You can access the VIP tracker, which tracks your individuals, companions, and then also we can do this. So this is the thing. So there's a few things you can do for it. So notes from so there's additional power, sustained usage, incentives, and environmental enhancer. So notes from Dr. Braun: the power cycle 1000 is already successful. Wasteful exercise turned into clean power. But I task your R&D team to reach even further. How can we further refine this product and their opportunities for further goals? So let's say we go to the additional power production. So you can read the R&D notes. By administering electric shocks when the subject's rotations per minute dip below acceptable levels, the amount of power generated can be increased. Voltage decreased by 50% after several failed experiments. See autopsy. Oh god. Keep a fire extinguisher nearby just in case. So basically it'll shock someone to make sure they keep increasing the power to make sure that it's increased. Sustained usage incentives. R&D lead. Over the many trials we found that some test subjects would present physical resistance to power cycle testing. Using coercive or psychological force to maintain the power cycle could prove problematic in vaults with minimal security personnel. By discreetly injecting small dosages of buff out, not only will the test subjects pedal longer and faster, but potentially they'll associate the narcotic effects with the activity. Only tested this once in the lab. After 43 hours of continuous pedaling, The test subject experienced cardiac arrest. Recommend lowering the dosage for the full trial. Yeah, that sounds really bad. So there's... Yeah, so, and then there's the environmental enhancer. Read R&D notes. Dr. Riley's team took a very different direction to their trials, despite objections. They posited that if the Power Cycle 1000 was associated with natural positive feedback, that productivity would be enhanced. Using strong aromatic essential oils, lavender and sweet orange, the Power Cycle prototype elicited a strong initial impression. A sub-audible soundtrack of gentle waves lapping on a beach were added. The power production of this experiment was a dismal failure. Note, I don't think Ted is working out, Dr. Braun. So you can change it. If that happens... No, I'm just going to show you, this does affect these actual devices later on. And yeah, so I think that one's really bad, you know, giving people buff out. It's very addictive and bad. The environmental one doesn't sound very good, so we'll do the additional power one, which is the one that she does want you to use. So accept parameters, and then you, I think you assign them to it, or he assigns himself. Yes, he assigns himself. Yep. So you may want to just like get a chair or something. Actually, while he does that for now, I'm going to show you everything you get with this vault. So we've already seen like all of these things. You know, you get supports and things. Other than that, I don't think in the structures it adds anything else. No. In the furniture, so for beds you get this one bed, nice clean one. For chairs and things, you can kind of see which ones are which from which DLC, because it's on, there's like a gear on the right hand side. So these are here. So yeah, I'm gonna build a bench there.
This is all there is to it?
These
So I'll keep pedaling.
these booths are as well.
Kind of fun.
These clean chairs.
Ow! What? The cycle is, ow! Broken. I'll just keep pedaling.
So you get these lovely clean chairs, as you can see. But I said they are going to take it because there's no other furniture. You know, you may have seen me use these. Containers as well. What have they got for containers? There's this Vault 88 trunk. A shitty looking one. A nice clean table. You do get a lot of stuff with this pack. A lot of settlement stuff. More than any other pack, to be fair. There's also shelves. These ones, you may have seen me use them as well. And these ones, I don't really use them though. That'd be a nice stand though. Actually, I just realised where I could use that. Tables, they just have like a nice, obviously got your overseer, this type thing. That's not a proper one, but you know what I mean. You get some nice clean tables. There we go. So a metal one. These ones, nice cafeteria type foodie thing, a clean desk, more clean stuff. As you can see, I have used this before. And now miscellaneous, you have seen this used before as well. I do use a lot of the stuff from the Vault-Tec workshop pack because I like cleanliness. So you know, you've got a surgical table to kind of kit out your doctors a bit more. Sinks. Shit. Okay. That didn't work out. You get these fountains, which are really cool. Because like you can place them. I hate that you can't place them further down, but I think all the power's just gone out. You got this stuff's good. You can like place like things like that and they actually produce happiness. You got TV and things, decorations. I don't think I think it has these rubber mats, and that's about it. I don't think they've got... Far Harbour. Ah, this is their ones. They've got like signs, which not really use. That's all for that. Miscellaneous. The clean version of the Etotronic is there. Obviously got vault statues, posters. So let's have a look. Stay fit and stay focused. So yeah, you got them. You got obviously the signs. You got this as well, so you can like place these to kind of make research look a bit more researchy. And like obviously you got storage containers as well that you can place. To make it kind of look a bit more like this place is being used a lot. And then we got Christmas trees as well. Oh no. In decorations, they have clean jukebox. Oh, they're pretty. This will clean, as you can see. And that's kind of it, to be fair. Other than obviously, like, you know, we saw like that, the conduits that were like around. Yeah, so just click on that and it'll fix it. Lights. Oh yeah, so for lights you've got, let's get to it. You've got these kind of cool things. You got just general vault lights, and as I said, you can always, not with these ones obviously. Oh fuck, bollocks, no. Oh, this is why I don't play stuff. Hold on. Bloody idiot. Rooms, common. There we go. That was lucky. Anyway, let's continue this mission.
Power cycle appears to have generated an EMP. Fascinating.
Hi.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I broke your vault. I just got so excited and I wanted to do a good job, and I kept pedaling faster and faster. And then the whole vault went kablooey. Please
Kablooey.
don't kick me out.
It's okay, Clem. Calm down. And then you just have to repair it.
I
then
was
put
looking
back.
at the data for the power cycle. Marvelous work. The power cycle intelligently forced our test subject to pedal to his limits.
My heart's still pounding, Overseer.
Oh, cheer up, Clem. You could have pedaled at the rate of another 10 or 15 minutes without long-term effects.
If you say so.
For the next experiment, we'll need something from outside. Vault-Tec subcontracted out chemical research to Hallucigen Incorporated. It was supposed to be delivered before. Well, before. But with the mail service out of commission, other arrangements must be made.
The whole world we knew died. Don't you care?
Enormously. That's why these experiments must succeed. We must make sure the inheritors of the Earth have every advantage.
Do you know what? I mean, this probably is going to sound dumb, but anyway, we'll just say yeah.
Excellent. Once we have that, we can start the next.
So yeah, you need to go to hallucinogen. So you've done power to the people. Now you've got the watering hole. For the next Vault 88 experiment, I need to get chemical formulas from hallucinogen, which obviously we know is in the city centre, and I know the quick way to get there. So if you don't fast travel to actual hallucinogen and you go to the Charles View Amphitheatre, I'll show you a quick way. As long as you've already been there. As long as you've already been into hallucinogen and have grabbed the key from that main dude, then this is a quick way back in. But yeah, so could you imagine if it was like all the people who are out now in the wasteland were all rejects or all exiled from the vaults, and that's why they're here, or it's that the vaults failed and that's the reason they've had to leave. That's why there are most decent folks out here, you know what I mean? The rest are all like bad because like they were all bad in the vaults, if you get what I mean. It's just a thought. Probably I'm right, like, and everyone knows that. I just never thought about it properly before. Anyway, so here we are. Yes, I killed them people. So if you go over here. Oh, who's shooting me? Raiders! Where are you? I can't see you. That was easy. Okay, so here you are at the Charles View Amphitheatre. I think I'm pronouncing it right. If you go, that, do you know, that was probably the person who was coming to pick up the information from hallucinogen. Anyway, so you go over here, just past this orange building, basically straight south, and you will see Hallucinogen Incorporated. You do need a master lockpick, or you need the key. And you know, if you really can't, you ain't got enough ammo, supplies and whatnot to go through here, but you do have master picklock, then or you just can't be bothered, because I can't be, you can just go up here like this, go through this door, go straight down, and then just grab the Vault 88 chemical research. Simple. Of course, you know, I've already cleared this area before, but it just makes that mission so much quicker. If you do want to know how to get to there, actually going through the proper way, you can always check on the vaults. Fallout 4 Survivor Guide, the earlier episodes with McCready, I think I was with, and it was a quest for Fred Allen, so it'd be around the Good Neighbor ones, when I was doing them quests at Good Neighbor. So yeah, it'd be around there. I'm pretty sure I have labelled it, but you know, if you want to check that out and double check, if you know, because it's not a maze, but you can get like mixed up and lost. Because you got to go up floors, down floors, across buildings, not across buildings, through floors. It's a bit funny. Anyway, so let's pop back to Vault 88. I apparently have 6 people there now. We got 3 with the residents that we interviewed, 1 with the overseer, and then I had 1 as a supply line. So that's 5. So where's the 6th one come from? Is there... oh, the radio beacon's still on, I bet, yeah. It's fine, actually. I want to get a lot of new people. Okay, so we are back. Just double drop all of our junk that I got. I remembered I've grabbed it from the thingy. Do you know a good thing if you've got this is the Freemaker mod? Because if you have it, you can actually get Vault Tech security armor, which kind of really plays into this. which I really like. Anyway, we gotta go back down to the vault. Which I've just ran the wrong way like an idiot. The vault's looking good. They're all in here for some reason. There's
That power
Clem.
cycle really gets your heart beating. Like, really, really beating.
So strange having people about.
I have those chemical formulas for you.
Marvelous. Now we can reform another societal picadillo. The
Picadillo.
hydration break. Whether it rears its head around the coffee pot, water cooler, or soda fountain, it's a menace. Vault-Tec scientists have conducted experiment after experiment to eliminate this inefficiency. But people feel an irrational need to socialize. So if they must squander their time, let us turn it into the collective good. With chemistry.
Aren't chemicals bad for you?
Oh, Clem. You worry so much, my boy. Everything you eat and drink is made of chemicals. Don't you know?
Oh, right. That's very interesting, Lady Overseer.
These are just special chemicals.
What type of chemicals are we talking about?
Well, that's up to you. But from what I've read, the R&D folks really outdid themselves.
Let's get started.
So build the soda fountain, and then serve refreshments to our residents. And Clem, if you get thirsty on the job, feel free to have a cool, refreshing beverage.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah, I do really, really like what they did on this one, to be honest. Well, not really like, but you actually make a really big choice kind of thing. I'm just gonna get some lights in it, well, I'll do it off screen, but it's a bit weird. So yeah, I'm gonna pop down here because this is where I want the soda fountain to be. So I'm gonna put that there. We're gonna need a couple of these. Okay, so we're gonna build the soda fountain thing. I'm sorry, this is a bit dark. Anyway, so there's the prototype. I'm not building it in here, but that is where I'm gonna put it. This is again research, because this is brighter and I've got a terminal here. It's just easier because these will be deleted because they are, like, as you can see, prototypes. And then you set the parameters. So soda fountain experiment. Notes from Dr. Braun. After the initial stockpile of food and drink are depleted, Vault residents will become accustomed to anything new we give them. This gives us the intriguing possibility of adding chemical supplements to their diet, with them being none the wiser. After much focused testing, we've settled on the soda fountain. The only limit here is our chemical ingenuity. Make Vault-Tec proud. So you've got the appetite suppressant. Read R&D notes. We've achieved remarkable progress in synthesizing a lipstatin derivative. True, the side effects are more pronounced, but the efficacy is remarkable. Test subjects over the trial period lost 10% BMI. There have been an unfortunate loss of productivity among the subjects, one complete loss from a fatality and two who refused to get out of bed, but the others are consuming a quarter of less of a standard ration. Assuming the kinks can be worked out, it could mean tremendously less resources to feed a full vault. We got another one, we got mood enhancer. Read R&D notes. Hallucinogen provides us a small sample of the final product, and it is quite exciting. They've made an extremely psychoactive compound that's soluble in water. It creates short-term euphoria and in some cases mild hallucinations. Surprisingly, subjects suffer no withdrawal symptoms, though a substantial predilection to depression after the crash. In a first for our team, absolutely no fatalities. The worst side effect is Subject 13, who has been staring at his hand for 13 hours. Fascinating. Now, we're trying to do something about the colour and the taste. Generic caffeine, be down to you. I'm just about to give up on Ted. If you farce out his team's elaborate presentation, the active ingredient of Supplement Z is just caffeine. Plain, ordinary caffeine. Unsurprisingly, the test subject suffered no delirious... I can't read that word. Effects. Ted's team spent an inordinate amount of time balancing the flavour and carbonation. They actually did focus on testing against unique colour to enhance its appeal. I must admit, it's refreshing. God, I hate Ted. So we can either change their mood and give them hallucinations, which could cause them to get depression, or make them lose appetite but lose productivity. I don't know. I kind of like that one, but generic caffeination sounds better, doesn't it? Okay, we're gonna try both. I'm gonna save. Why wouldn't it let me out? You wouldn't let me out then. I'm gonna save. We're gonna do the bad one. And then we'll save and do the good one for us, but bad one for her. So let's quick save, and then we'll do the bad one. See if it is bad. Appetite is present, accept parameters.
I guess I'm open for business.
You should know, but people have been complaining a bit about the bed situation.
So you let him do it for an hour, if you ever... He sticks to the overseer, so... Just let him do it for an hour. It's been an hour.
Yeah?
You here to check up? I got a customer right here.
Yes?
What customer? It's supposed to be that woman. I'll let him save for an hour. Come on. Let me wait a couple of hours, maybe it'll figure itself out.
Yeah?
Huh?
Oh, here we are.
Let's trade.
Okay.
Clem. Please don't break. It's broken. Oh, there he is.
You here to check up? I got a customer right here.
Come on, love. What the fuck is going on? I don't get what's going on. Something's broken. Literally. That should call him in. What was that on resources? Oh. Yeah, so resources, you'll find this thing. Transforms this switch. You also get these, by the way. Barber chairs and surgical tables. Where's that main woman?
Need something?
Excuse me.
You here to check up? I got a customer right here.
You don't, Clem, so... Oh, do you know what? Fuck it. Let's reload. Because it's broken. When America descended into nuclear devastation in October, Vault 88 was still under construction. Vault-Tech's failure to complete the project on time led to countless lost lives. Well, it's not like they had a due date for when the bombs are going to drop. That's who we need. Alright.
Yeah?
So have I set the parameters? I don't think I have. Okay, appetite's present. Accept.
I guess I'm open for business.
Right, we're just gonna have to sit and wait till he sorts himself out. I'll sit and wait with you. Yeah, so I'll give you a quick little review on the whole.
Soda fountain's open. Want to be the first customer?
Depends. How much does it cost?
Oh, it's free.
Really? Well, I guess then.
Okay, it's working. Yeah, I'll give you a little bit of review on what I think of the Vault-Tec Workshop DLC so far. I think it is a really good workshop.
Pretty tasty. Weird aftertaste. But it's good.
Make sure to come back.
So is that...
Never thought I'd have an honest-to-goodness job.
So we'll sit down, wait 1 hour.
Yes.
There we go.
You here to check up? I got a customer right here. Didn't see you at dinner.
I had a pee. 1 pee. I'm stuffed.
Well, if you want another drink...
Sure. Maybe that'll help.
1p and she was stuffed. Oh. Could you imagine? I think it kind of perhaps changes, you know, like resources. Why won't it let me open up? Okay, that's weird. Let me go to here. Okay, that works better. I think it perhaps changes like with resources with like food. No, it doesn't really. It'd be cool if like, you know, like tomato plant like served 2 people or something, you know what I mean? Well, we'll go speak to
Bad job manning the soda
we'll go speak to the other thing and see what she says. Maybe it changes then. Got stuck on the wall.
Hi.
To think we've turned the simple soda fountain into something noble. Ah, it fills me with pride. On to the next prototype. Ugh, the Hippocratic Oath. A solemn vow to do no harm. Well, roughly that's what it means. I don't want to get into interpreting dusty Latin textbooks, but that core sentiment of the medical community. Doctors shouldn't put their patients' welfare first. Instead, their sole focus should be the collective good. You understand, of course.
So if you have Kira with you, you know, you would say the oath is right.
I could see needing to strike a different balance here.
Is that a twinge of misguided conscience? You should work on suppressing that. So, enter the Vault-Tec Phoropter. A specialized piece of optometrist equipment that, yes, can improve a patient's eyesight. But potentially so much more. The prototype requires a bit, well, a lot. All right, a staggering quantity of radioactive material. But the results will be worth it.
Where am I gonna get that much nuclear material?
You're in luck. We chose this site for Vault 88 because our surveys indicate that there's a rich source of uranium deeper inside the caves. So, dig deep and get what we need.
So obviously that's what we did in the last video. Get back down here. So we completed the watering hole. Now, you may want to...
People have been complaining a bit about the bed situation.
You may
Just
be
wanted to trade a few
thinking
things.
like what
Sure
I
thing.
did this same thing. I literally went and thought, oh my god, I equipped everyone with vault suits and pit boys, and there is not actually a lot of them. So you need to be careful who you give them to. But yeah, it wasn't very good because, well, let's just say that it kind of got broken. Okay, that's working. So I need 25 nuclear material. Holy shit. But yeah, so she's there's a reason we automatically accepted her into the vault, and that other bloke we could say no to. So you can hit. So here we go. Notes from Braun. Oh, well, listen. So subliminal messages. Read R&D note, which stands for research and design. Just so you know, R&D has designed a series of micro flash images, which, when played repeatedly and in a loop, have a statistically significant positive effect on the test subject's view of the Vault. Vault-Tec and the Overseer specifically. We never quite perfected an eye drop formula that was both effective and didn't cause long-lasting eye trauma, but we're still working on that. Note, the lab and further advantages of microshocked physical strength, so your mileage may vary. What? What? Alright, Vault monitoring. R&D. This one, Team Walrus, don't ask, is very proud of. Dr. Braun. A small MRI specifically designed to fit in the photoropter when fed through enough power and imaging can process the visual information responses from stimuli. In layman's terms, it can read a test subject's mind and show an actual picture of what they're thinking about. That's the promise, at least, but the images are very grainy and distinctive. Starting from the standard road test with hundreds of volunteers, our computer should reliably identify these images with 71% accuracy. It's still early days, but the promise of getting envelopes-free glimpses into the population's mind could be a game changer for vault management. We then developed far more useful word associations that could assist any overseer. By default, the following are programmed in: traitor, inefficiency, gossip, complaint, and kitten. That was our test case. Hitting bugs, removing it from the lineup. Okay. And then there's improved eye care. Simple synopsis of this experiment. Ted. His team made a better tool for optometrists everywhere. That's it. Nothing else. Please process my request to reassign his whole team somewhere far away and cold. They basically improved eyewear, so that's not gonna work. I kind of like the subliminal messages than the vault monitoring, because it's not really monitoring you, they read their minds. So I think we're gonna go with subliminal messages. I couldn't be bothered with doing the caffeine one before, so we're just gonna go with this one. So where is Clem?
Yes?
So the overseer wants to come down for the viewing this one.
I just need to trade gear with you.
Okay.
So this is just a random person.
I just want to trade a few things.
Sure. Yeah?
Some people complain, but not me.
Can we trade a few things?
Go ahead.
Come on, overseer, hurry the fuck up. She's got a pretty face. It's nice and clean as well. Usually it's not.
Huh?
Alright, the video may end because I have not been monitoring how long I'm doing this. Because remember, I only have an hour. But, if it does, don't worry, we'll just continue.
Yes?
Looks like we have our first patient. Yes. Before we begin, Clem, how do you feel about children?
They're all right, I guess.
You ever planning on having any?
I don't know. Why are you asking?
Just idle chatter. Go on.
Hi, you here for an eye exam with with this thing?
I guess.
Go ahead and get in.
So even if you do the nice option and improve eye care, this will still happen.
So, what do I do?
Just stay still.
It keeps flashing.
I think that's normal.
What? Ah! What the? Ow!
This thing's not working!
What were you doing? I kept saying obey the overseer.
Well, that's just a quirk of the prototype. Nothing to concern yourself with.
Bullshit. This ain't the end of it.
So strange having people about.
What the hell is your game? You invite Clem and me in here to experiment on us? You some sort of sicko?
There's nothing sinister going on. You're just imagining things.
I don't buy it, pal. Any of it. At least up in the Commonwealth, everyone's up front about trying to kill you or rip you off. Come on, Clem. Let's leave. These guys are assholes.
But I've got a job now. I'm an I run the eye machine. I can't leave.
Run while you can, Clem.
My stomach feels
Vault
awful funny.
88's work can truly
time.
begin.
Hey there.
So, one of our residents left. Well, it'll be easy enough to replace her. The important thing is
That's
that
perfect,
our work
right
is
there.
progressing admirably.
She could be the first of many to flee this vault.
If it becomes too big a problem, vaults are designed to be closed, you know. Anyway, this last experiment is my pride and joy. Following in the footsteps of Dr. Braun and the others, I have spent my time devising my very own prototype. Its premise is this. We are all flawed creatures, each with our own vices. What if our vault didn't pointlessly try to stamp out these predilections and instead harnessed them?
If we can pull that off, that's clever.
Thank you. I seek to utilize one of the more primal vices. Greed. The schematic is for a slot machine. I designed it to be as enticing as possible.
Doesn't she look like a weird
Choose
colour?
the experimental parameters.
Okay, so yeah. Now we can set up that. So this you don't need to have. So you can scrap all of these. Because these are prototypes, you don't need them. So that was Visions of the Future. Now we're going to do this. A beautiful little slot machine. Harness Vice to benefit the whole community. So connect that up. and this starts Lady Luck.
Yes.
I'm gonna warn you, this is annoying when you have these in because they constantly talk. So I'm gonna pick the ninth option. So slot machine experiment. So indentured servitude. Okay. Customer profiling, loss revenue. So notes from overseer. Gambling is alluring. Okay, the big answer is okay. So A, the device could manipulate probability to first entice a subject, then later drain them of all financial resources. This would ensure the maximum amount of revenue for the vault. Okay, the machine itself should be a standard game of chance, but the machine is capable of identifying behaviour and allowing the overseer to track those with degenerative behaviour. That's good, but you're constantly here ticking, and then the people say this thing's flashing, and it's really, really, really annoying. So you can also see if there's time for a control, the probability could be adjusted to maximise the returns, i.e. gamblers will win more than often. Undoubtedly this would prove popular and expensive, but the lost revenue parameter should only be chosen for A or B testing. So who knows? I think we'll give it a quick save and we'll choose. I don't like the customer profiling, but the servitude one just means they lose money. So we'll accept that and see what happens.
It's making everyone a bit cranky.
And then Clem will jump on that. I don't know why he still has that in his hand. It will go away
blue?
sometime.
I mean, would a yellow jumpsuit really be that bad?
Yeah?
Come on. It's gotta pay out sometime.
Yeah, so you just hear like negativity, basically, which I kind of don't like. Like, I prefer like my vaults to be happy. I bet as well, like if you do the happy option, like the lost revenue, they'd actually be happier, like it'd raise the happiness in the vault. And for me, I think if people get more money, they spend it more, and that means we profit more. So it's kind of like a cycle anyway. So we're gonna go for the lost revenue one instead. So, and then I'm just gonna sit down for an hour and let him gamble and win lots and lots of times. So let's hear him first. So there his arm goes.
I just can't lose.
Yeah, that's what you can hear. You can kind of hear in his voice how happy he is.
You should know.
Let's
People
trade.
have been
I
complaining
just can't
about
lose.
That situation.
Now, she's probably not going to be super happy with you picking that option. But tough shit. All the others worked.
Let's check in with Clem.
Oh, hi. That slot machine thing is a hoot. Thanks a lot for letting me try it, Lady Overseer.
I'm so glad you're enjoying yourself.
I'm happy with how the machine turned out.
You do realize the lost revenue parameter loses revenue, right? It's done.
Yeah, she wasn't happy.
Finally. Hundreds
This is what
of
she
years
normally
of
will say.
refining and planning. The results were mixed, but in science, you rarely wind up exactly where you were expecting. With my life's work done, I think I will deliver our schematics to other vaults to improve their lives.
So you have the option to keep hers here.
The
So
vaults I know about have all failed. They're empty, or worse.
The world's a big place, I pass the mantle. You're the overseer now.
So yeah, you can become the overseer, and then
Hi.
Please, take care of the vault.